Taking off wheel spacers. I mentioned previously that I was putting wheel spacers on the Tony 25R. I really like the rear ones. I got 2.5 inches on the rear. Those are Brotec wheel spacers. And I had also, the ones I had for my 1025R, they fit on the front axle. And I was planning on using them on this because I have an open deck car hauler trailer, and it gave me just a little bit more stability in the open part, and because it kind of moved the front wheels out a little bit, so the risk of falling in until I can get that trailer completely redecked all the way over, it was beneficial. However, I have done the one thing that every probably 1025 or 2025 owner has done, and that's this. And what that is I have bent this bracket. Now this is a 54D deck, and everybody's probably seen on the forums and the Facebook pages, if you've got a 2025R or a 1025R, 1025R most especially, just because it sits a little bit lower, at some point in time, everybody has probably bent this bracket or this pin on here, and usually it's because it's not disengaging right. You've got the loader arm with the deck, and it's causing you this to get hung up. What I had found is with the front wheel spacers, while it was helping me not fall through the trailer, it wasn't allowing the tractor to come back far enough, because the spacers cause the front wheels to get hung up in this wedge right here. It doesn't necessarily come straight on back to this lip and then come up and over, so it kind of rubs a little bit, and it's hitting further. And so the back was off, and I came off, and this apparently had not come off completely. And the last time I pulled the deck off, it ended up bending that pin. Now that pin, that's a $44 part from John Deere. This bracket's a little bit bent. It all comes as one unit. I'm just going to end up putting that in a vise. I'll bend that bracket back. I'll end up buying a new bolt. It's easy enough. And then we'll get this button back up. So I'd only had the front spacers on twice removing the deck. The first time I noticed it was a little bit difficult, but it came off fine, so it's like no big deal. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult than normal. And normally with this tractor, the 2025R, the deck goes on super easy. It actually goes on a lot easier than my 1025R did. But the second time I went to take this deck off last week, it was just fighting me the entire time. And this is probably more of it just wasn't aligned just right, and I was just in a haste to get it off, and I ended up yanking it and bending it. So we're going to take the front spacers off, and we're going to get this back to normal. So there, that's that. Those are off. If anybody wants these, reach out to me. I think I paid 150 bucks for them. I don't know, 80 bucks. Shoot me an offer. They're 1.5 inch aluminum spacers. They will fit the rear wheels on a 1025R. They'll fit the front wheels on a 2025R if you don't plan on using the mower deck and anything like that. So, but now hopefully I can fix that bracket. I'm not going to have that problem again. And yeah, well, I'll just have to deck over the trailer a little bit quicker than I anticipated. But yeah, I mean, but if you're looking for rear spacers, I definitely recommend the Brotex. I have the steel ones for the Brotex on the rear. Highly recommended. The tractor, the 2025R with the bigger tires felt a little less tipsy anyway, but this made it even better. I have a lot of steep grades and hills on the property, so I have 2.5 inch spacers on the rear, and it definitely helps out. I would strongly recommend them if you have any type of grade. It just makes the tractor feel a little bit better. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll check you guys out later. Punch out.